Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we finally have the full artwork and character bios for Shadow High Series 2, so stay tuned and let's get into it. So yes, earlier today it seems the official Shadow High / Rainbow High website updated the artworks and character lineup with Shadow High Series 2. Now something that I found interesting is that on every the background on every Shadow High character's artwork looks like this. It's all glitched out, it's all like very messy, right? But the background for all of these Shadow High Series 2 characters looks completely different. It now resembles more like the hallway that we see in the background for Rainbow High characters. It's the same kind of locker room hallway, but here just has like a different color theme in the background, different color gradient in the background. So why did they change the background? I know it seems like really like laughable, like it's just a background. It doesn't have to mean anything, but like it is curious that for all the previous Shadow High characters, Neon Shadow, Costume Ball, Shadow High Series 1, all of them had the same background. Why did they now choose to update the background? They could have left the old background. It wouldn't have made any difference, but no, they changed it, and it resembles the Rainbow High hallway. So to me, that plays into the whole fact now with also the commercial that we saw yesterday, that Rainbow High and Shadow High are, I guess, kind of on good terms now, or they're gonna have something's gonna be happening with this whole plot. I'm telling you, it can't be a coincidence. It can't be just some throwaway little change. I bet you it actually has something to do with the plot for season 4. Anyway, we're gonna be starting off with Carla Chupet's bio. What's black, white, and pink all over? Carla Chupet, of course, born and raised in Paris. She's the epitome of French chic, from classic patterns to tailored silhouettes. Every detail is extremely refined and polished. And while her personal style tends to be black and white, her designs are anything but. In fact, she doesn't believe in following gender norms and finds a lot of her inspo in menswear fashion magazines. She believes it's not what you wear, but how you wear it. And her catchphrase is, "I don't believe in normal." Okay, so she is French. She's from the city of, City of Lights or City of Love? I'm not sure, but she's from Paris. She's French. That makes sense. And obviously the whole reference to her name is Karl Lagerfeld, right? And his cat was named Chupet, I believe. So it's a really neat little Easter egg, and I like that they kind of explored more about her fashion and because all of these characters are fashion focused. So for her, it's all about the refined and chic patterns and silhouettes, and also breaking gender norms with the experimenting with men's quote traditionally male and feminine silhouettes and textiles and designs and patterns. I feel like that's a very good mixture for her, and it doesn't really say too much. I feel like she has some of the probably the shortest bios, so I hope that's not all she's about. I hope we get to know more about her, and yeah, I don't believe in normal. That's a good catchphrase. Next up, we have Monique Verbena. Everything's bigger in Texas, and Houston's very own Monique Verbena is no exception. Big hair, big hoops, and even bigger talent. She's excited to bring her feminine touch to the Project Rainbow. Ooh, Project Rainbow. What does that mean? What is Project Rainbow? Anyways, her fashion designs mimic her personal aesthetic, heavy on the ruffles and frills. But despite her ultra girly look, she isn't afraid to roll up her sleeves and get her hands dirty. Growing up, she would spend hours with her grandma tending to her garden. That's where she learned how much hard work it takes to make something beautiful. The most stunning flowers sprout from the smallest seeds, and that's what inspires her petal-like silhouettes. Natural and free-flowing, just like the garden she loves so much. Catchphrase, fashion with all the frills. Okay, so that's very cute. I mean, that makes sense with her, flower motif. Now we know why. But also, what is this Project Rainbow? Is this the whole runway fashion competition is gonna happen in season 4? I feel like that sounds like it. Then yeah, so that, okay, that's exciting. Oh, and also I didn't know she was from Texas, so that's also very surprising. Next up, it's Dia/Diamante's turn. To Diamante, there's no place like Michigan. From the history, the music, cars, and of course, Detroit-style pizza, there's nowhere else she'd rather call home. So while she reigns supreme at Shadow High, there's definitely a big part of her that can't wait to head back to the Midwest after graduation and start building up her fashion empire. When she isn't working in her fashion design sketchbooks, you'll find Dia on her laptop making hours-long playlists for her closest friends. Music is such an inspiration to her art form, and there's nothing she loves more than introducing people to singers and bands they've never heard of. So for Dia, by the way, I'm just gonna refer to her as Dia because this is all over again, like the Kaya situation, because we all thought you were supposed to pronounce her name like Kia, like the car, but no, you're supposed to pronounce it Kaya. So I'm gonna call her Dia until I hear the pronunciation for her name in the show, because I just don't know what's the right way to say it. She's from Michigan, and she's all about the street style fashion, and she reigns supreme at Shadow High. So I guess she's like a queen bee on the block. She's like a popular girl. So let's see how that kind of plays out, because remember, you know, Chanel is supposed to be also a very big popular girl, and the Storm Twins as well. So let's see, you know, how big of a deal she really is. And I guess after she graduates, she wants to go back to her Midwest hometown to start up a fashion empire, which she is not just into fashion, but also into music. So she is kind of like a mixture between music and style. And we really don't get to hear more about what her style is based off of. It seems that she's more like just, you know, it's like street style, you know, Detroit style, fashion inspired, and just her music. Then she's just also really into creating playlists and music for her friends. So yeah, let's see what her style is inspired by. Again, maybe it's just street style and that's it. Oh, and her catchphrase is, "I like my fashion loud and my music louder." So yeah, she's really into music, and I guess she's more into music than she is into fashion, it seems like. Next up, we have Glitch/Raina Crone. There's nothing small town about Raina Crone, or Glitch rather, as everyone knows her around the halls of Shadow High. In fact, most people didn't even know she was from the outskirts of Louisville, Kentucky. There's just something about her style and point of view that's out of this world in the best way. Her catchphrase is, "Find your voice and get loud." So yeah, she probably has the shortest bio from all of series 2 right now. Carla had a little bit more going on. So I guess because we already got introduced to Glitch in season 3, they're not gonna give her a bigger bio, but kind of a shame, because really this doesn't say too much about her. She's from Louisville, Kentucky, and she likes to sing, and I don't know why. She's a fashion focus. We don't know why she's a fashion focus. Just I guess, yeah, no clue. But apparently she has a really interesting point of view that's out of this world. So I guess let's see what that's about, because I don't know. Next up, we have arguably the best boy so far, Rex McQueen. Rex McQueen is born and raised in the middle of nowhere, Florida. No, seriously, he wasn't even anywhere near the ocean. It's not like his hometown was brimming with art, design, AI, and fashion, all of his favorite things. So when Shadow High came calling, Rex didn't hesitate to pack up his bags and enroll. In Florida, Rex was a big fish with a lot of talent in a very little pond, but at Shadow High, he's come to realize that he still has a lot to learn. Luckily for him, he's in the best place to do so. Catchphrase, "I never quit." Okay, so Rex grew up in a really small hometown, and there wasn't really anything he was interested in, since all his interests are in art, design, AI, which that stands for artificial intelligence. Does that mean like technology stuff, like phones and computers, techie stuff? Sorry, I'm so bad at this. But it's weird how they specifically used the term AI and not just like technology, you know, but anyways, and fashion. So those are his favorite things, and maybe he will combine AI with fashion in some way. Maybe that's like his thing. So I guess, you know, he got enrolled into Shadow High, and he was a big fish, you know, like he was a big talent in his hometown, but then in Shadow High, you know, he's not the only one who has talent. So I guess he's gonna have to, you know, grow up, or not grow up, but just like grow bigger, and you know, learn more. So it seems that he's gonna be playing the kind of fish out of water character trope. So maybe he'll be new in season 4. Maybe he'll be newly enrolled, and maybe Glitch will be like a guide for him, because we saw on the phone screens of them on their phones that they're texting each other, so they have to have some kind of connection, you know. And last but not least, we have Zoe Electra. Where high tech meets fashion, meet Zoe Electra. Known for her futuristic style, think VR glasses, AI design, and Bluetooth enabled detailing, she's on her way to redefining what it means to be a fashion designer, one pixel at a time. Zoe was born and raised in Seattle, Washington, where she's always lived a hyper digital life. From live streaming, gaming, to vlogging, and staying up to date on the latest computer aided design tools, she's a natural tech wizard with great instincts and always predicts what will be trending next. The digital age of fashion is coming, and she is destined to be its queen. Catchphrase, the future starts now. Now, for Zoe, who I think has like the most unique and specific style to her, like her character style, I feel like it was kind of obvious that she was going to be kind of into technology and AI, and kind of wanting to mesh fashion designing with technology and the digital age of fashion design. And so that is what she is, the epitome of. And so that's very exciting, with, you know, her designs also being a very big callback to Novi Stars. I hope we get to hear more about why she's into Novi Stars, and, you know, why she's into technology. I mean, listen here, it says think VR glasses, like actual fashion glasses, but they're VR. Like, that is insane. And then like Bluetooth enabled detailing. What does it even mean? That sounds really big. So this is a really unique characteristic for her, and also really it sounds like she's an influencer. It sounds like she's not only into technology and, you know, like the whole mesh of you know, fashion and technology, but also she vlogs, she live streams. So it sounds like she might be like a Twitch vlogger or Twitch streamer. I know that maybe in the Rainbow High universe that doesn't exist, but we do know that social media exists in Rainbow High, so maybe she's like a big influencer. So that's, I mean, it sounds like it. Come on, it sounds like she's an influencer. So I want to know. I feel like her personality might be very bubbly, and honestly, I already love her. And those were all the character bios for the Shadow High Series 2 characters. I think overall, it really does give us a better look into who they are. I like that each character has some kind of like defined special take on fashion designing. So with Carla, she's all about the classic silhouettes mixed up to break gender norms. With Rex and Zoe, it seems that they both might be into the futuristic take on fashion design, implementing more AI tools. Then for Dia, or Diamante, she seems to be more into street style. And Monique, she's heavily into like florals and petals, and using those patterns and designs into her you know, sketches and her overall silhouettes. So it seems that each character has a unique take on fashion designing, which is great, except for Glitch didn't really, you know, we didn't really get to hear too much about her fashion designing, her inspiration. We just know that she's from a small hometown and that she has a unique point of view. So very interesting stuff. And we also got the official name for the competition in season 4, name dropped Project Rainbow. So I'm guessing this is going to be a kind of Project Runway situation where Shadow High and Rainbow High Series 5 will come together to compete in this runway fashion themed competition and see who wins. And maybe that's why in the commercial, and that's why the background changed for the characters here, because Shadow High Series 2 will be much closer to Rainbow High, seeing as it will probably take place in Rainbow High, the whole competition, I mean. Maybe that's why in the commercial they also portrayed the, relationships between the Rainbow High students and the Shadow High students to be more amicable and, on good terms, because maybe with the competition, they have to work intimately with one another, and maybe they're all split up into groups of 2, with each group having one student from Rainbow High and the other from Shadow High. I feel like that would be a good reason why they would all kind of get together, and both schools will kind of maybe be not as rivals anymore. Like they will be kind of like on good terms, because maybe while the Shadow High and Rainbow High students get to know one another, they might find to see and understand that they have more in common than they realize. But at this point, this is all the speculation. I don't know. I just feel like that could be an interesting way for them to take the story in, and I would like to see that, honestly. I just hope that season 4 isn't as a mess like season 3 with Rainbow Vision, and I hope that they do these characters justice. Anyways, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the adulty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.